Liverpool extended their unbeaten run and moved 4 points clear at the Premier League summit with a 2-0 win over Wolves at Molineux. Wanderers came into the game on a run of 3 successive wins themselves, but were ruthlessly punished by the brilliance of Mohamed Salah. The Egyptian king scored with a deliciously deft flick in the first half to hand Jurgen Klopp's league leaders the lead, meeting Fabinho's cross ahead of Connor Cody. And Salah then found the killer pass for Virgil van Dijk to score his first Liverpool goal since his debut in January. The Dutch defender, a tower of strength at the back again, poking past Rui Patricio from close range. Wolves had their chances, but wayward finishing meant they struggled to truly test Reds keeper Alisson, and Liverpool topped the Premier League at Christmas. Here are 5 talking points from the encounter. When Wolves were in the midst of taking 1 point from a possible 18, questions were asked whether Nuno had a plan B, the Wanderers' boss having been unwilling to change the 3-4-3 formation that led to promotion last season, but proved so ineffective in defeats to Cardiff and Huddersfield. That myth was dispelled in the Black Country side's recent run, with 3-4-1-2 and a 3-4-3-0 formations used. The 18-year-old Morgan Gibbs-White used in attack and impressing as a false 9. Here, Nuno went with a 3-5-2, Gibbs-White dropping to the bench and a more solid central midfielder, Roman Saiss, playing alongside João Moutinho and Ruben Neves at the heart of things. It was another surprise from the Wolves boss, who is happy to be pragmatic in his approach, looking to ensure his side kept a foothold in the match, before opening up later on. However, with Gibbs-White in such good form, perhaps sticking with the teen would have been the smarter play. Salah took his tally in the league to 11 for the season and was the big difference maker at Molineux. He's perhaps taken time to adapt to a new role playing centrally rather than from the right, but as the focal point in Klopp's 4-2-3-1 formation, he is now starting to really shine. His goal was a brilliant piece of poaching, being on the move and getting in first to turn home. And the Egyptian also played the killer ball for Van Dijk to double the Reds' advantage, seemingly benefiting from a sixth sense in knowing that a set piece would fall outside the penalty area. Throughout he was a threat, testing and teasing the Wolves' defense with his speed, movement and skill. You can never consider and pound 75 million cheap, especially for a defender. But right now the Dutchman is really testing that theory. This was another largely immaculate performance from the ex-Southampton and Celtic centre-half defensively, capped with a goal at the other end. At one point he matched Adama Traore in a straight sprint between the two. Concentration issues earlier in his career are now very much a thing of the past and he's developed into an absolute colossus. In the end, Wolves saw their 3-game winning run brought to an end. But for a time they caused problems to their visitors, and had joy with their ability to stretch play via long, accurate diagonal passes. Whether from sweeper Connor Cody or one of their deep-lying midfielders, notably Ruben Neves, Wanderers are adept at firing the ball out to the flanks in a bid to catch opponents off balance. At times, they did just that to Liverpool. But they lacked that razor-sharp cutting edge in the final third when opportunities presented themselves. That's the difference between a good team and the very best. Klopp looked to be having anything but an enjoyable time in the wind and the rain. But the German was all smiles at full-time after seeing his side go 4 points clear at the top. They will expect Manchester City to win on Saturday, and the talk among players and staff is that they are only interested in themselves. But make no mistake, they laid down a real marker in testing conditions, against a tricky opponent.